Welcome to Teach Urdu Yourself. Today we are going to learn possessive noun my in Urdu language, and we will also learn the most common mistakes people always do when they start learning Urdu using possessive noun my. So let's have a start. Possessive noun my have three forms in Urdu. So let me write it for you. My. In Urdu we say mera, okay, and we also say meri, and number third we say mere. Okay, let me explain you one by one. First, let's pronounce them. My is mera. How do you say? Mera, and this is meri, and this is mere. The third one is bit different. This is a sound. Mera, meri, like e sound, re, and this is mere, re, or maybe you can write like this, MERAY, ray, like X-ray, they, so it sounds like this, mera, meri, and mere. Okay, now let's see one by one what is the difference. So mera, we use mera for masculine singular, masculine plus singular, or simply you can say we use for a boy. Okay, so mera used for masculine singular. We use meri for female, for all female. They are singular or plural, doesn't matter. If a feminine nouns, we're talking about a female, we always use meri. So you can say we can use for the girl, or it can be used for the girls as well. Okay, and the number third, mere. So this meri used for feminine, both feminine, singular and plural, but this mera only used for masculine singular. It used for the masculine but singular. So that's mean the third one, the mere, it can be used for masculine plus plural. You can use for masculine plural, or you can use it for the group of people, like the both gender. For example, if you want to say my friends, so there's a both gender, right, male and female friends, then you can use mere. So it can be group of people, it can be group of people. Okay, good. I think let me write this in Urdu as well. Okay, so mera, we write like this, Mim, J, Re, Alif, mera, meri, and the third one is mere. Okay, maybe some Arabic speaker doesn't know what this letter called. This letter we know this called J, like the small J, okay, like the Y, but it's I sound. But this letter in Urdu, it's extra from the Arabic language. So this called the big J. It's like a Y, but sound like the E. Okay. Anyway, so what is mera? Used for masculine singular, mean for one boy, one person. But if he is a male, meri for the feminine, doesn't matter singular plural. I mean one or more people. If feminine, always use meri. And the third mere, we use masculine plural or group of people. Now, the most big mistake the people do when they're using mera, meri, what is that? We will learn right now. Okay, so let's go there. Let's see some example to use mera, meri, or mere. So for example, here we have an example, my mom, and then we can see the second example, my dad. Okay, here we go. Now I will tell you the most common mistake always people do, especially the Pakistani who lives abroad. They always do this mistake. Okay, now for example, a boy name is John. John is talking here. Okay, so if the John say my mom, how John will say my mom? So in Urdu the word mom is ammi. You can use mom as well, or you can use ammi. Mom is ammi and dad is abu, right? I can write it here, abu or ammi. Good. Now tell me, the people who is speaking here, he is John and John is a boy. Okay, so how a boy, I mean the John, will say my mom? Mom is ammi. How he will say? Maybe you are thinking he will say mera ammi because John is boy, right? If you're thinking so, then you're wrong. Keep in mind one thing, in Urdu, the possessive noun agree with their object. They agree with the noun we are talking about. So when you're using my mom, the my agree with the mom, and we know mom is feminine, right? Then how do you say my mom in Urdu? We will say Meri Ammi. Meri Ammi. In Urdu script, maybe you can write like this. Meri Ammi. Okay. Why we said Meri Ammi? Even John is boy, Ali is boy, the person who is talking here. No. The my doesn't show the gender of person who is talking here. I mean, it doesn't show your gender, but it shows the gender of a thing, gender of an object we are talking about. Mom is female, so we always say Meri Ammi, regardless the gender of the person who is talking here. The same thing dad. You know dad is masculine? Great. Then how do you say my dad in Urdu? We will say Mera Abu. Okay, even in here a female talking. Let's say Sarah is talking here. Sarah is talking about her father. Sarah still say Mera Abu because the my doesn't agree with the Sarah, but it will agree with the Abu. Okay, so Sarah will say Mera Abu. Mera Abu. Why Mera Abu? Because Abu is the masculine. Good. Okay, I would like to give you another example. For example, if you want to say my friend, okay, this is, no, you will solve it. I write for you, my friend. Sorry, it's become messy a little bit. My friend. Okay, so what is friend in Urdu? I think we say dost. Okay, D-O-S-T, dost. Dal waw sin te, dost. Dost. Okay, so the friend is dost. Now how do you say my friend? You will say mera dost or meri dost. It will depend the gender of the friend. If you're talking about a male friend, your friend is a boy. Okay, if he is a boy, you will say mera dost regardless your gender. Even you're a female, you will say mera dost because your dost is a boy, right? But if your dost is a female, she is a girl, you will say meri dost regardless your gender. If I have a friend, let's say my friend name is Sarah, so I will say meri dost because Sarah is a female. But let's say my Ali is my friend, then how I say? I will say mera dost because Ali is a boy. So that's mean the my, mera, meri, this mera, meri, which we learned that we use mera for masculine, we use meri for female, or we use masculine plural. They does not agree with your gender, they does not agree with the subject gender, but they agree with the object. They agree with the thing we are talking about. I hope it's enough to learn that how to use mera, meri properly. Now I will give you some more example with the objects, because when you're talking about mom or dad, definitely we know that mom means feminine and dad is masculine. But how if you're talking about other objects like laptop, phone, book and such kind of things? Okay, so let's go there and learn some more example. Here we have two sentences, where is my book and where is my mobile. Okay, in Urdu every noun has a gender. If you want to learn the genders of the noun, you can see my video. I will put the link in description or maybe in comment box, so you can see that video. That will help you to learn the genders of the noun. Okay, for right now, let's see where is my book. So when this kind of things come, you need to know the gender of the book and the gender of the mobile or phone. So book is feminine. The book is feminine and the mobile is masculine. Okay, good. Now how do you say where is my book? If you want to learn about where, you can see my I think you can see the lesson 5, but here we will not talk about anymore. Okay, where is my book? You will say meri book. In Urdu the word book is kitab, so we will write kitab. Meri kitab kahan hai? The n is silent. Meri kitab kahan hai? So why we using meri not mera? Because the book is feminine. Once again, your gender doesn't matter. Let's say I'm talking here, I will still use meri kitab because the book, the kitab is feminine, so we use meri kitab. Okay, meri kitab kahan hai? You will say meri kitab kahan hai? And this it's for you. Okay, I want you to write me in the comment box how do you say where is my mobile, and you keep in mind the mobile is masculine. Okay, good. Even you're a female, you will still think the mobile, not about yourself. Okay, all right, I think I will give you some more exercises and some sentences so that you can do more practice. Okay.